What is going on, YouTube? Back with the Prez. Monday, start of a fresh week of training. You're going to see me here, you're going to see me in Florida at the end of the week. So you're getting multiple different training scenes this week. Now, it is a heat wave up here in New York. If you're up here in the Northeast, you're probably experiencing the same shit. I was in the park all morning training clients. From 8 a.m. on, the bars were super hot. So I had to do strength work today. Friday session, I didn't even put up Friday session. Friday I did another endurance routine, weighted. I'm doing 14 to 1 of pulls, rows, push-ups, dips. I'll put some clips up that actually, or I may even do a full video. If you've seen the full video, it would have been before this drop. So today I gotta get strength work in, right? So I had strength work last Monday. Been PRing week to week with the seated overhead press. I always talk about, remember, as you're getting leaner, right? So I also been telling you guys, I've hit basically the pinnacle of my cut. My calories are at 2,400. I'm not going to drop calories any lower. Naturally, just with the way that summer goes up here in New York, I burn a lot during the summer, right? So 2,400 calories has me pretty much in the best shape that I've been in years, right? Leanest, most functional, least pain, least inflammation, flattest stomach, everything, right? And still getting stronger in certain movements. That's the thing, guys. You gotta maintain your strength when you're in a deficit, right? When you're trying to get to that lean body weight. When you see bodybuilders on stage in the show, right, they look their best, but they're at their worst, meaning they are way stronger, they perform better, they feel better, but they're not at their leanest, right? Not saying that's how I feel, because I'm nowhere even near that leanness, right? Right now I'm probably just about 10% body fat. When stage ready is like 5-6%, right? So it's a big dramatic difference. But just goes to show, as you get leaner, you don't think just because you look better, you're going to be performing better, right? But around this 10%, you can still make gains, you can still be feeling pretty damn good throughout the whole process. So it's still very important to stimulate the muscles, right? So we can't just do straight endurance sets, right? We got to push and lift some heavy weight. I closed out 125, 3 sets of 8 last week on the overhead press. So 130, seated overhead press to start. I'll probably go for 3 sets of 6 today, hopefully. Let's get it. I contemplated stopping at 5. I felt like at 5 I probably had 1, maybe 2 reps in the tank. I pushed out that 6 rep. It was harder than it should have been for the first set. Now hopefully I can rest long enough and get this 6 again for the next 2 sets. But if I have to, I may only get to do 2 sets of this if the second set is too exhausting. I don't want to have to drop the load. I want to stay at the 130 today, guys. So still a nice little PR, 130 for 6, set 1, 2 more. Alright guys, second set. Alright guys, third set. Second set got cut off. I had a timer on the phone and it ended the video for some reason. Caught the 6 reps. It was a lot easier than the first set. So set 3 right now, 130 on the bar still. Let's catch this 6. That's exactly how the last set should look. Again, just like I mentioned last week's video, I tried to pause on that 6 rep on that third set. It probably doesn't look like it's you guys, but I completely stopped momentum for even if it was a half a second, which made the rep that much harder, and a nice grind for that third rep right there. 3 sets of 6, 130 pounds done. Let's go. Alright guys, overhead press done. Nice PR for me, 3 sets of 6. Continuing on with the routine I've been hitting week to week now, weighted pulls. Last week I deterred a little bit and I did weighted chin-up, isometric pulls. So I haven't touched the 55 pounds per reps in 2 weeks right now. 2 weeks ago I hit 3 sets of 8 with the 55. So I'm on par, I'm on track to close out 3 sets of 10 today, which is exactly what I'm going to try to do. So 55 pounds strapped on. Hopefully we can get this 3 sets of 10. Let's go. Caught the 10, a little tougher than I want them to be, but it's a little desensitivity to the motion, to the skill aspect of it. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I hit them. But the first 7, 8 were pretty damn smooth. So 2 more sets. I'll take nice 4-minute breaks here. Make sure I'm fresh for every set. Let's go. All right, guys. Second set. Let's go. Alright, 9s. Wasn't getting them again. 9 still better than the 8s. So 10-9, happy with that. Regardless right now, even if I don't hit 10-9-9, if I hit 10-9-8, next week I'm going up in weight, right? The fact that I'm trying to close out 3 sets of 10, at the moment it could be considered just junk volume, right? I'm really not building muscle. Again, I'm not in a muscle building phase right now. I'm in a maintenance phase. So as long as I'm maintaining strength, which I've actually been gaining strength with the reps, which is always going to be a plateau. Until I start increasing calories again and putting on the weight again, this will get harder. So 1 more set of these regardless. Next week, we move up to 60 pounds, and we'll restart it. 3 sets of 6s probably. Let's go. All right, guys, last set. So like I was saying, right, I don't need to hit the 10 reps, right? I'll be happy if I hit 8 again, which I know I'm going to hit. I might get 9 again. We shall see. But talking on junk volume, when you're in a deficit, right, when the abundance of energy and your recoverability isn't high, doing endless reps and sets with weight that's going to stress the nervous system as well as stress the muscular system, is just overdoing it at times, right? Not saying that if I hit 3 to 10, it would have been overdoing it, because that's why my training is very minimalist, right? I'm doing 1 overhead press for shoulders, 1 movement for pull-ups, 1 movement for chest. And if I have time, I'll go legs, and if not, legs going to be tomorrow. But if I was doing a full back workout and I was trying to hit the 3 sets of 10 here, then rows, then other type of back movement, different variation of rowing and pulling, at this stage of my journey, when I'm in a deficit, or when I'm not in a surplus of calories, I'm not in a muscle building phase, it could just become too much junk volume that you cannot recover from. This is probably the minimum effective dose, right? You have minimum effective dose and maximal recoverable volume. Maximal recoverable volume is the amount of volume that you can do. There's a threshold. If you go over that threshold, you won't recover from it, right? So the maximum recoverable volume is just about as much as your body can take before overtrained, right? I'm not saying I'm at that level. Right now, I'm probably at minimum effective dose, which is all I need right now. Last set, best set. Let's go. Again, with the kick, very happy with that. Still volume PR from the 3 sets of 8. And if you go back and watch my 3 sets of 8, I was pulling 7 straight and hanging all the set. Set 1 here, I pulled 8 straight. Set 2 here, I pulled 7 straight again. Set 3 here, I pulled 7 straight again. So very happy with that while hitting PRs in each set. Like I said, next time we touch this next week, we go up to 60 pounds. Let's keep moving. Alright guys, so I ended up getting some time to throw some lower body work in, right? So I had a barbell back squat. I haven't back squatted in 2 weeks. Now, last time I was back squatting, I was trying to go for PRs each week with a big top set. And the last time I back squatted, I think I hit 275 for 6 in my yard. Now, typically I would have went for 275 for 8. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm light right now. I'm about 163 pounds. That 275 on my back was starting to feel real heavy, right? And I don't feel the need to put so much excessive volume on my legs and that with that much intensity. When I mentioned to you guys, I've been playing pickleball a lot, 4 or 5 days a week. I played yesterday, the day right before I filmed this video, for almost 4 hours, right? And my legs feel it after playing for that long. So today the goal was to stimulate the legs to maintain as much muscle as possible, because when you're playing pickleball, you do not need muscular legs, right? You just need to be quick and agile, right? And a little bit of explosiveness, which squatting is going to cover all that basis, plus maintain the muscle mass. So today, just 245 pounds for 3 sets of 2, slow and controlled repetitions, really deep, really trying to control the eccentric and come into the concentric nice and controlled with no momentum built up. So first main lower body movement of the day, back squats 245, 3 sets of 2. Alright guys, leg work done. Hit those heavy pause or deep range of motion controlled squats. I got 85 pounds in the bag, very super uncomfortable. I gotta find a way to get, load up easier. But 85 pounds, now we're gonna go straight sets. 3 sets, 8 to 15 reps. Let's go. Alright, 10 on the first set. I'm just going to sit with this bag on me for 2 minutes before the next 2 sets. Set, 2. Let's go. 10, set 1, set 2. Nice 2.5-minute break. Let's try to get all 3 sets of 10. Alright guys, last set. Best set. 85 pounds. Get these 10. Look guys, let me show you, I'm clowning you guys. Ready, look. Ready? $25, 50, 35, 85 pounds. One more exercise to go. Let's go. Alright guys, last exercise of the day, last muscle. Gonna hit calves. You guys know I do single leg, toe elevated calf raise with the dumbbells, or you guys can do this variation with the Smith bar. Heel is still elevated, now I can just load it up a little bit more. I don't gotta do unilateral. Unilateral takes a lot more time. Bilateral here, just 2 sets. 2 sets to failure. I'm only gonna film one for you guys. And I have just, what do I have on the bar? 35 and 25, so not that much. And I'm looking to fail in the 10 to 15 rep range. Emphasizing the stretch here, squeezing at the top. Nice, long and slow repetitions. Alright, I said I wasn't even counting right there. I think I probably caught 13 to maybe 15 reps right there. Short break, 90 seconds. I'll keep the blood in the calves. That'll help you get failure a lot quicker on the second set. Let's go. Alright guys, this is the actual last set of the day. A nice little bar complex burnout set where I do 1 pull, 1 muscle up, 1 dip for as many rounds as possible in 1 set. I only catch 4 here. I was pretty fatigued, pretty spent with all the heat and everything. So there's a wrap for the routine, guys. Alright guys, that was just a quick little burnout, bar complex to finish off the routine. Last main movement was the calf work. So, like I said earlier, minimalist style, minimum effective dose, right? Now, if I would have started saying, let's say after all that, after the calf work, I would have said, let me do 5 sets of that bar complex. It would serve me no benefit really for muscle building. It would serve me a benefit for practicing the muscle ups under fatigue, which in turn will help my muscle ups get better when I'm fresher, but it's also going to add a lot more stress to the body. The body after that workout that we just completed, the nerves and everything is going to be fired up. It's going to be stimulated more than enough. Anything more will start again, bringing you into that overtraining modality if you don't have the nutrients in yourself, in your diet to recover, and you're not recovering properly, right? Which again, when you're not in the surplus, recovery is a lot harder. So guys, to wrap for the routine, full body hybrid style today, a beautiful blend of weights and calisthenics, the biggest bang for your buck movements. And like I said, I'm going to be traveling this week, so you'll see some filming down in Florida also. Tomorrow, full rest day. I hit my legs today. I'm not going to get a leg workout in tomorrow. I'll train Wednesday up here before I travel. I'll see you in the next one. If you have a question or comment, let me know, guys. Leave it in the comment section. I'll always get back to you guys. Like the video, share with your friends and your family, and like always, guys, peace out.
No sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.